submitted here thereafter. On the previous date, the memo, it's titled Memo Production of Documents. In fact, the other side was also served.
That is dated.
Where's the memo?
No date.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the date, my lord. Sorry. It's titled Memo Production of Documents. My lords may just see the page number 1 of the memo. After the memo, the documents I've submitted. My lords, page number 1. I've submitted this to bring on record. This is a complaint that was filed against him by a woman complaining of sexual harassment in his organization, which is at DRDO. Now, the specific complaint, while we may say we are not concerned about her sexual harassment, he has been using the child. Kindly see at page 2, the last para. Page 2 of that complaint, which is also numbered with the memo.
Page 2 is record of proceedings of this memo. I think
sorry. It's a memo dated 25/2.
20?
Apologies, my lord. I think that is the memo filed by the petitioner, perhaps.
These are all
Memo dated.
There is no such memo in the record.
No, it was filed. In fact,
the order sheet also doesn't reflect that. Because of the
it is titled Memo Production of Documents.
This is from the advocate. Yes, this is a complaint, I think.
Yes. Apologies, my lords. My lords may just see the page 1 is the complaint dated 25/10/21 by a lady to the director of his organization. Kindly see page 2. And the last para on page 2, number 6. She complained of him stalking her, and after this incident, I may read out. Whenever I go to my quarters in the evening, he started coming to phase 2 with his kid in his car in the park, very near to the building in which I have been allotted the quarter. I used to go to my morning walk in phase 2 on weekends. After the incident, he started to come to phase 2 on weekend mornings with his kid. So I stopped going for the morning walk, but he continued coming to phase 2 in the evening whenever I go to the quarter after office. I keep on ignoring the same. Again, in the another evening after office, when I was at a vegetable shop in phase 2, he suddenly came there to say hi. As it was already dark, I left the shop and one refrigerator, etc. So he has been, in fact, taking the minor child who's 4-5 years old to do all his these kind of conduct, my lords. And in fact, this complaint resulted, an inquiry was conducted at page 5 by the ICC. And after the inquiry, my lords, at page 10, the recommendations were that he should be asked, recommendation that para 6, if my lords have found that he should be asked to tender a formal written apology. Respondent should be asked to give an undertaking to the director of CAIR that he will not interact or do anything. He should be sensitized to do a course on prevention of sexual harassment. He should be made to sit in a different building. And thereafter, at page 11, there was an order under the disciplinary proceedings of censure. Now, my lords, not only has he been found taking all kinds of offensive conduct against a fellow colleague in his organization, he has taken the minor child for all his stalking activities, where the child is used in the pretext. Basically, what he has done, my lords, using the pretext.
What is this at page number 12?
I'm sorry, my lords. Yes.
Number 12.
Now, page number 12 is a complaint dated 28/1/25, which I filed. This also I've submitted. Kindly see, my lords, I apologize, it's handwritten. On 28/1, may I read the third para?
Yes.
The last para on 25th Jan, that para, my lords. Yes. On 25th January 25, in my son's school, Shishugraha Junior School, during an exhibition, Mr. Ashish Srivastava verbally and mentally harassed me and accused me of destroying his and our son's life. He physically abused me abused me.
Publicly, not physically.
Sorry, he publicly abused me. And when I recorded the incident, he forced me to delete. He grabbed my son and asked me to go out of the school. His unauthorized presence at the school and the abusive behavior is a direct violation of bail conditions. Next page, my lords. On 26 January, he entered and disturbed my son's chess academy and also confronted my Masaji, I think, Mausiji, my mother's sister's husband, questioning the involvement of his son, Mr. So-and-so, as a witness in the ongoing legal matter and threatened for consequences. When these two incidents happened on 25th January and 26th January, I filed another complaint because he came and publicly assaulted me and tried to grab the child. So, my lords, all these and the page 14 is the NCR that was recorded. Now, my lords, my one submission is that all of these. Now, my lords, my one submission is that he has been abusive, violent, not only with me, but with the child. That was the incident that, in fact, prompted me to leave the house because I had no assurance that the child would be safe. Even, and all these other incidents where even after these proceedings have started, he has come to the school, physically tried to grab the child and take away. Now, my lords, after the visitation order was passed, the 2 hours visitation order was passed. Thereafter, the calls were also ordered. I want to just submit what has happened after that. After those visitation orders were passed, just give a copy to them. I want to just record to show my lords what is the record of the visitation. Just give to them.
This is the.
Yes. My lords, for a moment first, kindly see page 1. Then I will come back to my first page. For the entire month of March, my lords, the family court order, what is it? After the family court order is passed, for the entire month of March, my lords may see at page 1, he has himself not come to take visitation. Family court order was of September. My lords have just seen page 1. Page 1 is his email dated 1st March. Just wondering whether my lords have found that. Yes. He says, I'm not in Bangalore. I would like to speak my son over the video call. That was one weekend. Then my lords may see the same page on 14th March, which is the Friday before the second visitation. He says, I'm unable to do my visitation on 3rd Saturday, 15th March. I'm unable to be in Bangalore on 15th. So for the I just ask myself the question, if a father who is desperate to meet his son and he has got 2 weekends, 2 alternate weekends, he should, unless there is some serious emergency which he's not able to make it, he should not miss it. Let's assume he has some work or anything else. He can say, okay, instead of Saturday, can I meet on Sunday or something? He has not even asked for alternate. Whole month he has missed. And I want to show the page after that. After the second page, the third page, are screenshots. The only reason I've got a screenshot is he publicizes all his activities on the internet. He has a YouTube channel of his own where he's actually gone on a road trip. He may go on any road trip, my lords. There is no difficulty. Every person is free to do what they want. But let there not be a statement made that the parent wants more visitation. If you want more visitation, why don't you comply with the basic visitation? Even this alternate weekends of 2 hours, he has not complied with. He has not even sought for any alternate. If he has asked the mother, okay, this Saturday I'm not in station. Instead of 1st and 3rd Saturday, let me meet on 2nd and 5th. That is fine. Someone may want to go out of town. Has he even asked that? She has never refused to make any adjustment. So one is the entire month of March. He is on a road trip and he has gone. Now, my lords, kindly see my covering memo. After the visit, the calls were the front page of the memo. After the order for the calls were made, for the entire month of April, I have written on the second para. Moreover, the petitioner for the entire month of April What he has done, my lords, it is quite surprising. He'll take the phone on a video call. The mother makes the child available at 7 o'clock or 7:30, whatever is the order given, so that for 20 minutes he stops all his work to be on the video call with the father. The father takes his phone and he's playing badminton and tennis.
He sent video call.
And the call is just kept there for the son to see. My lords, is this a way of doing video calls? So that is why I have brought entire month of one entire month, he has done that. And the child has been sacrificing. The mother makes sure that he gives up his schoolwork, or he ensures that she finishes everything to go and do the compliance with the father. And this is the casual way. This is the casual way in which even the video calls are done. We have no difficulty with video calls. But if this is the casual nature, in fact, the family court has taken into account, in fact, at page 9, the family court has taken into account the contention of the respondent that the petitioner is aggressive, irresponsible, alcoholic, and is watching violent movies, which is all of which is not in the best interest of the child. And considering all of that, the alternate days were given. Now, my lords, my only submission is, you may ask for any modification, but why don't you comply with this? Even this is not complied with. You want more and more visitation. The video calls are given. Even the video calls are taken like this, where a child has to see the father on a playing ground. My lords, that is what is done. So therefore, my lords, my humble submission is that any further visitation will not be in the best interest of the child. These 2 alternate Saturdays which are provided, the mother is taking the child.
When was this order passed?
My lords, this order was passed on, my lords, the date is 21st September, 24.
24.
Yes. I am taking the child. I'm also ensuring that
So from 21st September 2024, according to you, in a month he didn't come. In one
this
month.
This month itself, March, I mean this year. Yes. With no interest.
April, May and June it was happening.
Yes. So we have been complying. Whenever I have had to go out of town, I always try to accommodate. In case I'm missing the first or third Saturday, which is the visitation, I always try to accommodate, to say that I'm not here, I will accommodate and make up for the next Saturday. So there is no further need to interfere with this or grant any further access. Even with the calls, there is a great amount of tutoring and all that has happened. In fact, he has been saying all kinds of things about the respondent mother to a young child of 7 years, which she said, kindly don't do all that. You can have your talk with him. She's not interfering. And my lords, there is also one submission that there is also a order of the domestic violence court that he should not contact the child at the school. And despite that, in fact, he has been doing that. So, my lords, we only want to submit, let this visitation order is extremely fair, keeping in mind the petitioner's violent behavior, which should be in the best interest of the child, and no further action at this stage. Of course, at another stage, if they want to do it, not when he himself is not complying with the order.
Yes.
I want to say one thing. One thing I always try is not to make accusations against the other party, be it the mother or the father, because ultimately I have been living with the child for the first 6 years without complaint. The allegation is the day she left, suddenly there's been an incident whereby the child was hurt. So your lordships know she left on the 28th and she produces a medical report as if something has happened. Lord, I ask myself, if a child is hurt as badly and as gruesome, in such a gruesome manner as my learned friend describes it, will any mother wait for 5 days before taking a child to a doctor and then say the child is suffering from a wound and therefore you're going to a doctor after 5 days, takes the child from Bangalore till Jabalpur, no medical care whatsoever, and on the 5th day takes a child to the doctor and says there's a wound and that is caused by me. Now, whether the wound is caused by me or the wound has been caused, I'm not going to say not the mother has caused the wound. I don't think any mother or father will ever hurt a child, and therefore it is very easy to stand up and say the father did it because you'll never be able to prove it. It is also very easy for me to stand up and today before your lordship say the mother must have done it in order to create a case against the father and then takes the father to the hospital. But this becomes completely in the realm of all kinds of imagination. Now, 2 days, my lord, he did not go. That is true. It is in March, he did
2
not
days
go.
or a month?
2 days in a month, he did not go.
No, they say entire month.
1 month, that's what I'm saying.
In
It's
a
only
month,
2 days
there
I
are
get in
only
a month.
two visitations in
I
a
only
month.
get 2 days in a month for 2 hours, so I didn't go there. There were some reasons, my lord. One of them, my learned friend has got